Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Minor League Esports here, brought to you by APM Music. We're in the conference finals here again tonight. Tonight, though, we'll be starting in the Premier League as we'll see the number 1 Flames take on the number 3 seeded Rhinos. My name is Dextron. I am joined by Undead to start off here. Undead, man, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic as always. Really hype matchup we're going to start the stream out here with, so I am very excited to get this thing going.
As I already said, this is a 1 versus a 3 seed here in this conference finals for the Premier League here. So some of the best teams making it this far is not a shock. However, the Rhinos being that 3 seed able to trump, I believe it was the number 2 seed last week, if I remember right. Yeah, it was the Shadow last week that they won in 4 games.
Yeah, no, I definitely won't fact check you on that, good sir. But But looking at tonight's matchup is, 2 top seeds here, best of 7s. I don't know. I don't got much else to say. I'm ready. I'm just ready to get into it.
Yeah, you said something there that we have to remind everyone. These are all best of 7 series from now on. You saw a little bit there last night with all the series that are played are best of 7. That continues tonight and through next week's grand finals weekend. So these are all best of 7 so far. The teams have only been used to best of 5s to this point. So you might have to start to factor in a little bit that, fatigue might come to these players with the added game that they have to win now, possibly.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's something I was going to actually mention because, there's 2 extra games you potentially have to play. For guys of this skill level, I don't anticipate that being too much of an issue, but we are used to only playing 5 max, so it should be interesting to see how these players handle it.
And here we go. In game number 1 of this series, you have the Flames in those fire red cars and the Rhinos in those Rhino grays. Jayken able to get that ball away from the goal as Red picks up the first demo here, and the Rhinos attacking early. They keep on stirring, but there's no one there to put a shot on goal.
Yeah, it's just a little concentrated play here, just to try to poke holes in the defense, see what's happening, feel each other out, all that cliche stuff. But the Rhinos here got to get it out of their own end. Pandy's going to send it up. Red is waiting. Pandy goes for a second foul. Electros.
Oh, you're good. We see a bump come out there from Electros. Red's going to play this one off the back one. Not a strong touch, but does get past Cheese Sandwich there. They try to get it out as Red already picks up their second demo. Cheese Sandwich with the shot, but Electro's there with the denial. And that might be able to get out of the Rhino zone here for the Mo. Jayken's going to pick it up, actually back past the Cheese Sandwich here. He's going to try to do a pass play to Jayken, but we see Pandy come in and intercept it.
Yeah, Jayken is going to take this. He's going to... Unfortunately, Electro's going to send it back in. Deadsy with a save. Red is there in the corner. And Jayken and Cheese Sandwich both combine there to get it clear. Electro sending it back in to Pandy. Pandy's going to drop down in front. Deadsy sends it away. Very smart play. Right over to Jayken. So then here comes the Flames counterattack. Red with a great save to get rid of that pressure right there.
Sandwich tried to keep it in there, but here comes the shot and the goal from Pandy. First goal goes to the Rhinos in this series, and it was off a nice save and clearance there by Red. Pandy able to pick up that ball that was deflected away from the goal and easily put it into the back of the net.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate touch from Deadsy there, I believe. Kind of puts it high above the bar, and teammate may not have been expecting that as there was no one left in the rotation to pick up the oncoming shot.
Yeah, now the Flames playing from behind right now. Still over 3 minutes left to go in this game, so there's a lot of time. Deadsy able to clear it out. Pandy, though, will pick it up at the midfield line. Jayken now plays it further into the Rhinos' side before we see Pandy save the ball and now clear it back down into the side of the Flames.
Now, here comes the Flames trying to get a counterattack going, but Red is the first one to the loose ball. Jayken's going to control it up the back wall. Carries it to the midfield, intercepted by Pandy, but it's going to be sent away by Cheese Sandwich. Jayken is up, back to Deadsy. He's going to send it into the corner. It looks like he might be going for a solo play. He does try to shoot it on target, can't quite get there. Pandy does send it away. Electros with another touch. They're just kind of playing with it in their own corner here. Red is going to finally send it away to the Flames' end.
Cheese Sandwich going to pick it up, carry this one out of their corner, down the wall. It's going to be on goal here. Touch comes out there from, I believe it was Ken doesn't go towards goal. Now a double commit coming out there. Deadsy close in their own teammate, but they also get a shot there. Nice save by Red. They get the demo. Ken with the shot for the Electros.
But it's just not good enough. Ken's gonna finally open net here.
Yeah, Cheese Sandwich goes up for this one here. Gets a nice centering pass to Ken.
Oh, that's a great play.
Just a little bit too slow there, but in my opinion, I don't think they had any chance at saving that one. Now, just 9 seconds before we hit that 2-minute mark here, and it's all tied up yet again.
Yeah, it's great to see these two teams really coming out hot and heavy right now. For sure, there was just very little chance of a defender making a play on that last goal, like you said. It was just such a good passing play. But the Rhinos here are going to look to bounce back, but at first they have to play a little bit of defense. It's a little bit dangerous. Getting sent in by Deadsy. Ken over top of the goal. Deadsy is there, gets deflected away.
Cheese Sandwich can pick this one up off the side. Try to play to that back wall. It's a nice play there. A shot from Ken gets bumped away from that shot, so the ball goes to the corner instead. Ken already picking up their third demo there of this game. 90 seconds left to go now. Ken's going to pick this one up off the sidewall and try to carry it downfield.
And there he goes. He's going to send it. Electros is there for the save. Deadsy off the corner. Cheese Sandwich there. Gets the demo, but not the ball. Ken will have to collect in their own end. Deadsy tries to go for a redirect, unable to do so. They're going to have to get back here. There's no one in net. That's a great bump. They get him off of the ball.
But Pandy keeping it on the Flame side of the field now. Cheese Sandwich pass there. Deadsy though plays it across field. Red going to pick this one up. Try to get to that ball first. It would have been a shot, but Ken intercepts it in midair. Now carrying downfield, leaves it for Cheese Sandwich, who plays it off the back wall as they go for a bump or a demo. They get the bump, but not the demo, and nothing else coming from it right now. Ken tries to center there, but it gets denied by two members of the Rhinos. Deadsy trying to carry it in, and we see Red get it away from the goal for a moment. Now Electro's finally able to get away. However, we see Ken right there keep it in. They're following up on this ball. Pandy gonna try to pitch up against the wall, not able to do as Deadsy gets to there and centers it to their teammates, but there's no one there to put a shot on goal.
Yeah, no one there that time, but that pressure was definitely not by accident. They're rotating extremely well here, as you can see. They're just unable to break through on the Rhinos as it gets sent right back in by Ken. And then here we go again. They're just getting hemmed in this corner, but Electros does look like he will clear. There's 8 seconds left. They're counting down. Will we find a late goal here? Ken takes it off the sidewall. It's for the middle. Cheese Sandwich there. Cheese Sandwich. It hits the ground, and we go to overtime.
I was at an awkward angle there, so I did not know if that ball would have gone in if there was a couple more seconds there from that shot from Cheese Sandwich. But first game of this series, and it goes to overtime. This game has been really close so far. However, when you start to look at the stats, it's all in the favor of the Flames. Just like that, Cheese Sandwich will make sure this game goes in favor of the Flames.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great pinch play here. I mean, I'm going to assume that was absolutely intentional. I mean, and just what a great positioning from Cheese Sandwich. It just goes right to his car. He makes no mistake. And that's overtime. As easy as you like.
Yeah, and just a great play coming out from them there. Gives the Flames the early advantage here in this series. And honestly, just looking at these stats right here, you can kind of tell the tale of this first game right here. Even though the Rhinos for about the first 90 seconds were really dominant on the offensive end, after those first 90 seconds, the Flames seem to pick it up, essentially carry it out the entire way. The rest of that game, there 9 shots to them in that first game. The Rhinos only able to get 3.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. It's like you said. I mean, the Rhinos did a great job doing what they could with their opportunities. As we see that they're 1 for 3 on their goals there. But the Flames, just too much pressure, and in the end, that's what did the Rhinos in this game. But for what it's worth, I do expect the Rhinos to have one heck of a bounce back game coming up right here, right now.
I mean, I feel like the Rhinos are in a perfectly fine position right now. Best of 7 series, you can drop a game and still not necessarily feel too bad. But they had 6 saves in that first game. The Flames shot the ball 9 times there. So they were very good on that defensive end. They need to have something start going their way on the offensive side of the field as well.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you said it. That's great for them to have the defensive performance they have, and now it's time to put the performance on the offensive side as well.
And here we go into game 2. Deadsy going to carry this one here, get a touch, but Red able to take it away from them and play it back downfield. Ken will easily corral this ball and pick it up off their back wall.
And J-Ken with the carry. Get it over Electros. Pandy is back to collect. Elects to take it all the way around the pitch. But it's right to J-Ken again. He's just everywhere at the moment. Deadsy is up. Get the touch. Pandy with this great save. But oh no. I looked away for a second because I was thinking it was getting cleared and I missed it. Oh,
you know what? Deadsy here with an incredible play. Gets the touch put on goal the first time. I think they jumped off that back wall to come touch the ball again. And what a touch it was from them as it goes into the net.
That's fantastic. But here comes J-Ken. Once again, for Deadsy, can't quite connect. Red sending it down to the Flames corner. Red to follow. Red in there in that corner. To just send it away. Deadsy trying to collect it in the midfield. Unable to. So Pandy sending it back into the Flames end. And we're just defense. Red with a shot saved away. Cheese with the clear.
Going all the way down into the Rhinos playing Cheese with the demo. They're on to Pandy. Their third demo of this series. First one of this game. However, the ball's back down their side. A nice centering opportunity coming out from Electros, and Red will put it into the back of the net.
I mean, it's just as simple as you like here. Just a quick, simple passing play to the middle, and they catch the Flames out of their rotations. As you see, one player is just J-Ken's there in net, and it's just that simple.
3:45 left. Everything tied up again in this game. Pandy get played off the sidewall. Does have some boost here if they want to try to carry it down the field, but Cheese Sandwich able to steal away. Red, though, will intercept it at the midfield to put it back into the Flames' end.
And J-Ken just gonna sit here, collect. She's gonna send it away. Pandy there to try and keep the pressure up for the Rhinos. That's what they want to do here. Electros is up, gets a touch. J-Ken sends it away. It was gonna land dangerously in front of their net. That's a heads-up play on the defensive end.
Double commit comes out here from the Flames. Red tries to make him play, but just a little bit wide on that shot. So it gets cleared back down into the Rhino side. Pandy, though, gets it past two members of the Flames, but J-Ken is there to make sure that it doesn't get past them. Centering opportunity coming out. Red off that wall, clears it all the way downfield. Pandy gets a touch, but doesn't put it on goal.
No, not quite. And it's just a little bit of a missed opportunity on both sides there. But, as I say this, what a shot by Deadsy, but it's saved by Electros, followed up by J-Ken. J-Ken gets the marker for the Flames. They pull ahead here just shy of the midway point of game number 2.
Pandy was there, but just went past the ball a little bit too much there. Overestimated where they were going to put that shot or where they were on the pitch at that moment, and it comes back to bite them. Flames now sit on top of this game. Still over halfway to go in this one. However, the Flames looking to score quickly, but a nice play there by, I believe that was Electros, gets the ball out of the Rhino side for only a moment.
Yeah, only a moment of respite. Is like every touch is being contested here. Nothing is coming for free. Cannot breathe for a moment because J-Ken is going to do that to you. It's a great play here.
Yeah, the touch here from Cheese Sandwich. J-Ken immediately there, Johnny on the spot to put it into the back of the net. I believe I saw a member of the Rhinos actually go up to, like, they were getting fake to go after that ball. I feel like they should have gone for it there. That fake that they put out really came back to hurt them there. Now they're down 2 with just over 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, it's do or die time right now. But Pandy with a great shot, but it's deflected away. Electros with a save of his own right here. But it's on Deadsy's hood. He sends it to the middle for J-Ken. Now he's just trying to collect. Red sending it a long way, but Deadsy's just going to keep it in. The Flames pressure is just completely suffocating right now with a great touch down towards the front of the goal. Not able to get a score off it, but it's going to result in Pandy with the counter attack goal. Excuse me.
Yeah, the Flames put all their chickens in that basket. They're trying to get a goal there to extend their lead to 3. They all committed to a full-on attack there, meaning all the Rhinos had to do was get a clearance downfield there and a nice pass there from, I believe it was Electros to Pandy. Puts the ball in the back of the net there. However, before I can even finish talking about the Rhinos play, the Flames come right back with a goal of their own.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a breakdown on both sides here because, yeah, it's like you said, for the first goal, it's like they all commit and then they get beat, and here it's just no one, they hadn't had a chance to get set up yet, it looked like.
50-50 off the kickoff here, won by the Flames. This is going back towards the Rhinos goal. Electros clears it for the moment, but Ded's gonna try to carry this one downfield. It's gonna go off the backboard, but we see Electros with a nice clearance for the Mo. JKen 50-50 in the corner, gonna try to back pass it here to Cheese Sandwich. That ball will be on goal, but Pandy gets it away.
Now Pandy gets it away, and he sends it away once again. That's on target. JKen easily, though, will collect. That's absolutely no pressure there. JKen is going to try and get some more offensive pressure that the Flames are so used to having here in this game and in this series so far. The Rhinos, though, up to the task for the defense here. As there's another great touch off of the back wall. It's a little bit dangerous, but Red sends it a long way. It's going to go ahead and try and keep play on this ball. Pandy's going to help him out here, but it just gets 50'd away by Cheese Sandwich, and here come the Flames once again.
40 seconds left in this game. The Rhinos need to find 2 goals here if they want to try to force overtime. Red tries to play that ball out of the corner. We see Electros try to play it off the back wall, but it gets cleared downfield. Red's going to pick up at the midfield line. Pandy going to try to center it off that sidewall. However, there's no members of the Rhinos down there to really do anything with it. Red now picking it up in their own side. Try to get something going here, but we do see JKen clear it right back out.
Yeah, it's just going back and forth right now. It's just open. Okay. It was like everything was going so smoothly, and then all of a sudden I look back and the goal is open. So yeah, it's just a cheese sandwich back there, and that's not good for the Rhinos.
You can't blame the Rhinos. At this time in the game, they were trying to go all out to get something going on the offensive side. JKen, though, gets the hat trick here in game 2, and that will pretty much do it for this game. It will go in favor of the Flames, putting them up 2-0 in this series.
Yeah, this is a big game coming up here because, like you said, it's best of 7. You can drop 1. I mean, I could, as Cheese Sandwich puts in a 0-second goal, this is Rocket League. But yeah, no, you can even drop 2 in a best of 7, I could argue, but you can't, especially not a third in a row here coming up.
Yeah, and again, we just have to look at these stats. I can already tell you the one that we're going to be staring at right now. It's going to be that shots one. Again, 14 shots from the Flames in that game, only 6 for the Rhinos. Now, 6 is normally a lot of shots in a game. However, when the other team is shooting 14, it makes it look so small.
Yeah, it looks paltry in comparison, but they are building on the offensive side, but they're going to need to figure out a lot more quickly, or we could be looking at a short series. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but the way I see it, that's just the reality of the situation that the teams are in right now.
Really is. I mean, right now, just through those first 2 games, the Rhinos have more saves than they have shots. They only have 9 shots for these first 2 games. They have 12 saves. Their defense is great. They just need to get something going on offense. Yeah,
definitely need to find something. I mean, for the life of me, I personally would be no help of telling them what it is, but they're one of the top teams. So, I mean, obviously they know what to do. They just, need to take, if you need to take like a quick break there in between games like that, and then you can kind of reset the mental maybe a little bit, like, oh, we got on a bad start, or, what have you, whatever happened, you just got to put these first 2 games behind you. You haven't lost yet. You're still in this series, and you have to play like it, or it is over.
Yeah, and you have to remember, this is a best of 7 series, so the Rhinos' backs aren't against the wall just yet. However, if they drop this game right here, they're going to have to reverse sweep, even hope to be going on to the next round right now. But we're already seeing the Rhinos start off a little bit better here. They're getting some attacking opportunities here. Pandy makes it there for Cheese Sandwich. We'll clear it out to Dedsy. Dedsy going to put a shot on goal, but Red is there to clear it away.
Yeah, great play there to just keep out an early goal. It's definitely not where you want to be, down 0-2 in a series and then down early in game number 3. Here comes Pandy trying to 50 with Dedsy. It falls towards Electros. He's going to try and follow this up here. What a great solo play by Electros. He just beats the defender and then beats the last man in net. And it is an early goal for the Rhinos in game number 3. Just what the doctor ordered.
Just what they needed, like you said. Electros finds their first goal of this series right there off that one. And honestly, right now, if the Rhinos can find a second one, put them up 2-0 in this game before it gets any further in it, I feel like that would be the best position for them because their defense has been solid this entire game. And just having that kind of a comfort safety goal right now would really work out for them, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, we haven't really had a chance to see this Rhinos team play with a lead. We've always seen it's either tied or they're behind. And like you said, their defense is fantastic. So I think definitely, I mean, you obviously want to play from a lead, but this Rhinos team especially so with how their defense is.
As Electro here picks it up off the sidewalk, gets carried all the way across. J-Ken 50-50 centering opportunity coming out. Red goes up, gets a touch, but doesn't get the touch they were looking for. Now we see Deadsy. It's going to go to Cheese Sandwich and place it off that back wall. J-Ken comes in just a little bit slow on it, though. Red wins the 50-50, but Deadsy intercepts the ball. That's going towards goal. Pandy now will clear it to the opposite corner in the Flame side.
That's a great touchdown from Red to Pandy, and my goodness, that is some fantastic stuff. Just sending it a long way, touching it back down. And then Pandy with the finish. It was just completely clinical here by the Rhinos for goal number 2.
Yeah, you talked about that touch there from Red was incredible. You saw J-Ken back there expecting the ball to go to the corner, but that touch there from Red completely got him out of sorts there. He had to quickly turn around, but just not able to get back there fast enough. And look at this. Now we see the Rhinos take a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, I believe right before you see on this replay, there were 2 Flames members that bumped into each other, and I believe that is what created that space for Pandy, as no one was able to rotate back in time.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left on the board here in Game 3, and the Rhinos are looking to be a much different team so far in this one.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, talk about night and day. I mean, here comes a 4th one for Red. I mean, goodness, just eclipsing their total goals for the entire series so far in less than 2 minutes of Game 3. I mean, you talk about completely different.
Yeah, you're absolutely right as well. They have eclipsed the amount of goals they scored. Up until this point, they've only scored 3, and like you said, in the first 2 minutes of this game, they've scored 4. The Rhinos must have been listening to us, or they figured something out in that last game there very late that they just needed to change, and it's been working out for them so far in this one.
Yeah, again, I'd like to be a fly on the wall in that little discussion in between matches. I take no credit, of course, but I do think they quickly identified what was happening, and I mean, obviously, if they're up 4-0 at this stage of the game, that is quite the adjustment that they've made here.
Yeah, and already a lot of defense coming out from them. The Flames have only put 3 shots on goal. All of those shots have been saved by a member of the Rhinos. Now we're just over halfway gone in this game. The Rhinos looking to just add onto it. Now Red gonna try to center it there, but this touches it a little bit as Pandy and Jake can't take themselves out.
Yeah, that's... Man, okay. So Cheese is gonna send it. Pandy comes back. Just looking for the demo. I mean, sure, why not? You're up by 4. Why not be up by 5? That's even better. Even better. Anything to keep the mentals going. The vibes are flowing. They're definitely feeling it right now. So I mean, it's definitely up to the Flames here to maybe try to steal a couple goals. Probably. I mean, at this stage, okay, especially with the 5th going in, your prospects of coming back in this game aren't very likely, but you can begin to build back the momentum, so that way it isn't just a Rhino stampede coming downhill at you.
Absolutely correct there, but I can tell you one thing: Pandy is probably mad at Electro there for taking that goal. Pandy would have been credited for the goal before that and gotten a hat trick, but Electro's just touched it just before it crosses that line, and they steal it. We're up 5 goals right now, 90 seconds left to go. The Rhinos look to be comfortably taking this one, in my opinion.
Comfortably, that's a very good word. We never like to say, oh, it's an absolute blowout or a barn burner, but you know, there is a certain level of comfort that comes with a 5-goal lead.
Yeah, I mean, right now, look, I'm on Electros right here on my screen at least, and they're looking for demos, and I actually kind of like that coming out for them. Try to get these demos late in the game as Cheese Sandwich picks up one right there. But get demos, throw their mental game off as well. You're already beating them on the scoreboard. Beat them in their minds as well.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely the next level type of meta gameplay that I expect from these types of players. I mean, it's like you said, they've already secured this W pretty much. So I mean, anything to secure, maybe potential, if they get a little tilted, then that you take that, because that's only going to help you come back into this series.
Yeah, 30 seconds left in this game. The Rhinos looking to have a clean sheet here. They're also looking to have a 6-goal lead, as Red will bury their second goal of this game in right there.
Yeah, this is just the Flames are ready for this game to be over. I'll tell you that much. I've been on the losing side of a game that's this lopsided, and it's just like you're just ready to go. All right, go next, because no matter how many you score, it only counts for one game, and the score of the series will still be 2-1.
17 seconds left to go in this one. The Flames just looking for a goal here. A little bit of a confidence goal, but as the Rhinos are able to get away, Dedsy, though, is going to try to get something going towards goal. Electros goes up, just touched it away. J-Ken is there, but they just kind of bop it up in the air as Red takes care of Cheese Sandwich, and that ball will fall comfortably to the ground, and the Rhinos will take this one with a clean sheet, 6-0.
Yeah, this was a really impressive win from the Rhinos here, especially how the first two games went. The Flames did end up with 6 shots, but then the Rhinos ended up with 7, which is incredible when you see they have 6 goals and on 7 shots. That's correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, 6 goals on 7 shots is incredibly good. I mean, you really cannot ask for anything better from a team. This has been a complete script flipped of this series so far. So far, it's really been the Flames dominating on the offensive end, but this time it was the Rhinos dominating on the offensive end. And I feel like this game right here kind of showed us something, that the Flames defense has not necessarily been up to par so far this entire series. Hell, through the first 3 games, they only have 5 saves combined.
Yeah, the thing I'm looking forward to going forward in this series, is I see it in chat where it's like, it could be just one of those games. It happens to everybody. I'm definitely looking for, will this continue for the Rhinos, or will the Flames go, okay, you had your fun, now it's back to our turn?
You never know. The Flames sitting comfortably up 2-0 might have just said, oh, let's try out that thing we've been practicing during our scrims now in this one.
Fallen branch.
We have a game that we could, give up to the Rhinos right here. But at the same time, you don't want to be giving the Rhinos any hope right now. But that ball's going close to goal. Cheese Sandwich able to get it away.
No, it's definitely not something you don't want to let a team back into a series if you can help it. But the Flames here are just going to continue on, trying to get the series back in their favor. J-Ken will do just that in the first 30 seconds of the game. He's going to slot one for the Flames.
After going scoreless for 5 minutes and 21 seconds, the Flames back in the scorebook here. J-Ken buries the goal there. J-Ken's leading the Flames right now in goal.
He's an absolute force for the Flames right now. Just a towering inferno of sorts. But here comes Cheese Sandwich with a great touch there. Make the defensive play.
Gets a touch, looking for a shot. Double commit coming out. This could come back to bite the Rhinos, but a nice clearance there by Red. Electros whiffs on that touch there, but just 50-50 to the sidewall. And now it's going all the way back across field. Pandy going to pick it up. Gets it past one member, but not able to get it past Jake.
Not able to get it past Jake, but Electros so handy.
Oh man, I could barely keep up with this play. It just developed so quickly. But this is just a fantastic touch from Electros. Pandy just hitting this incredible angle from above the goal, and it's just tied. That's an equalizer.
There were a lot of goals last night that I said we could be seeing on Wednesday. That goal right there is going to be one that we're seeing on Wednesday. A nice touch there from Pandy. Make sure someone clips that. Pandy looking to find a second one there, but just a little bit high. Now it's going to Dead Z here. It's going to be on goal. Dead Z will bury it in 2 amazing goals back to back.
Yeah, I was kind of in disbelief that this goal was just open. So, as soon as I saw that, I was like, well, surely Deadsy's making no mistake here. Come on.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at chat right now. Sorry, I just killed someone's eardrums. Actually, I'm not that sorry. Cheese Sandwich gets the demo there. Electros are going to try to carry this one off the side. While J-Ken, though, once that ball touches ground, clears it back upfield.
Yep. Electros just sends it to the half wall there. The Cheese Sandwich sending it into the Rhinos corner. Pandy with a awkward clear, resulting in a chance from the Flames, but the Rhino able to escape one there. Maybe you could argue that they could have gotten scored on there, and they're just lucky to not have had that happen to them. As Pandy now is going to look to get the Rhinos on the counterattack, but Jay Ken just an absolute force again this sequence.
Yeah, Pandy gets a shot there. Pandy's actually been the only person to record a shot for the Rhinos so far this game. All 3 shots for the Rhinos. Credit to Pandy at the moment. Pandy. The show's now going to try to follow up on it. Won't get credit for a shot there, but 4 shots for Pandy so far as they try to 50-50 that one to keep it in the Flames. And however, it goes the way of the Flames. Red, though, now it plays it back into the Flames side before it gets aerial touched back into the Rhino side.
And Cheese with a shot, and Electros with the save. Pandy going to try to get it down the field, just get it out of the zone. But Deadsy's just not giving up. They're not going to relent. They have the lead. They want more. But here comes Pandy. Cheese with the 50, but it still goes in the Rhinos' favor. Sent to the middle to J-Ken. J-Ken's going to get a good controlling touch. Gets the pop. Picks up the demo. Excuse me. Goodness. Cheese controlling off the back wall. Got to watch out for Red and Pandy. They're both there.
A lot of demos coming out here recently from both sides. Electro's going to get this aerial touch and play it towards that back wall. Double commit coming out from the Flames. Won't come back to hurt them yet. Red now plays off that back wall. It's waterfall perfectly to Pandy. All 5 shots coming from Pandy, but Pandy finds the goal there to equalize this game with 1:44 left.
Yeah, Pandy is just getting it all done for them right now. I mean, this is a great pass from Red. So, I mean, it's not like Pandy's doing all the 5 shots all by himself, but I mean, he is definitely the guy that the Flames need to key in on and be like, hey, maybe when this guy has the ball, maybe we don't give him any time to do anything. You guys just got to challenge to every ball.
I mean, I've talked about Pandy having 5 shots already. We just saw Red get their first accredited shot there. That's the first one to go to a name, someone who's not named Pandy. But Red and Electros have 6 saves combined, 3 each. So they're picking up some slack for their team right now on that defensive end.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's a full team effort. At this point in the season, it's a full team effort. Speaking of team efforts, that is not the team effort you're looking for with a double commit. It leads to Pandy passing it to Red, and it's just free.
Yeah, like Andy read this one perfectly. Nice pass to Red. Could have been a shot, but it turns into a pass there. Red finds the back of the net there. Now with only 64 seconds left in this one, the Rhinos are looking to even this series up.
Yeah, this is huge for the Rhinos right here. They have a minute left to close it out. Red looking for a 4th. He's going to take it. It's just wide. And the Flames will have a chance to develop a counterattack here. Cheese elects not to go for this one. Leaves it for J-Ken. J-Ken off of the sidewall. Is centered for Cheese Sandwich. It's bouncing in front. Pandy hits a touch straight up. He's going to carry it. But Deadsy's going to intercept Red now. But only as far as Cheese Sandwich. There's just a war of attrition going on in front of the Rhinos' net. The Flames are swarming, but they can't seem to find a goal.
Cheese Sandwich going to keep this one in the Rhino side. Pandy back hits that one out, but we do see J-Ken come back in. Red with the touch there, clears it all the way downfield. Now the Flames starting to run out of time. Only 10 seconds left. They're trying to clear it out of their side, but Electros will keep it in. Red goes in to try to contest J-Ken there, but now J-Ken able to clear it out. They're going to get a touch here. They actually put it on goal, but Pandy gets it away, and that ends this game here with the Rhinos evening up the series.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in the series for sure. I mean, they were down at points in that game, and they battled. I mean, the Rhinos battled tough and found a way. That's all you ask of a team. It's just you just got to find a way to win these close games, because you're not, spoilers, you're not going to be able to win every game 6-0. It's just not going to happen.
Not going to happen. But you know, even with the Flames here getting 12 shots on the board and the Rhinos only getting 7, the Rhinos defense, like I've been talking about this entire series, has been absolutely solid. 8 saves across the board there. Candy gets 2, Red and Electros both get 3 themselves there. So they've been incredible on that defensive end. And now we have to go talk about the Flames. 12 shots, very good again for them on that offensive end. A little bit of a struggle there in that game 3. They turned it back up here in game 4. However, they just weren't able to get past the defense of the Rhinos here again.
Yeah, I mean, the Rhinos defense is the one thing that has been consistent through all 4 games so far. And for me, that's going to be the key factor going forward. I mean, clearly they're going to be able to keep up that defensive pressure. The Flames need the sheer volume to be able to put enough goals through to beat the Rhinos. If the Rhinos are going to have I'd say, an average or decent showing. I mean, because they finally scored more than 2 goals in a game, and hey, look, you won.
Andy wins that kickoff there clearly, almost gets a shot there on goal, but we do, I believe, Cheese Sandwich cleared downfield. Electros plays it out of the corner, but Cheese Sandwich going to keep it in the Rhino side here for the moment. Red going to try to get it out, 50-50 so there, goes all the way across field, where Pandy will get the touch to play it to the side.
And then Red with a great touch, hits off back wall. Pandy going for a demo. Jay Ken is just going to take it all the way as Pandy elected to go for a demo here instead of trying to go for a shot. Jay Ken got the touch and just pops it over Electros, and then Red was just not close enough to get back. And that's just a quick early goal for the Flames.
I mean, we saw this in last game as well. After the Flames did not score in game 3, they got a quick early goal. And we saw a little bit of play happen before we saw the Rhinos eventually even it up. Now, the Flames here just need to keep this offensive pressure up. The Rhinos defense has been great so far, but if you can suffocate them out, suffocate their boost, just try to get them to make a mistake on that defensive side, right, the Flames will be able to prosper in this one.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, defense is great, but so much offensive pressure, and you could only hold out for so long, for sure. And I'm sure that's what is on the Flames' mind right now, because we saw it. I mean, we saw it in the first 2 games. They were able to do that to a T. So, looking to get a second goal here, though, an equalizing goal. Look at me not knowing who's who.
Yeah, but Red able to get away from a member of the Flames there. Dead's going to play it off that side. Well, Jaken tries to go for it, but Electros gets there first. Pandy going to pick it up out of the corner. Now try to dribble it downfield. Gets it past one member of the Flames. Now they're trying to get past Cheese Sandwich. Cheese Sandwich gets a touch, but that might help out the Rhino server. Jaken rotates back and is able to clear it out.
Now Jaken just going to take his time here, looking for Cheese Sandwich in the front, but can't quite get something on target. Red will send it down, but Deadsy puts it right back in. Pandy is awkward. There's a little tangle up between him and Electros of who is going to go for that. Both players look to be a little bit awkward there, but they do come out of it unscathed.
Andy going to play that ball into the corner. Gets a double touch there. Cheese Sandwich able to clear this one out. Deadsy gets a touch there, playing it back down into the Rhinos end. Red now plays it off that side while Jaken goes up. Tries to get away from goal. Pandy takes that ball away from them in midair, but Deadsy back there, plays it to the sidewall. Now they play to get sidewall again. Shot there. Nice denial by Electros. Now Pandy picks it up. They have a centering opportunity here to Red if they try to get it there, but they're going to play it off the backboard, and Jaken clears it away.
Jaken, we just are calling his name. It seems like every other time, every other second this series. He's just everywhere right now. He's on the offense. He's on the defense. He's clearing passes. He's breaking up plays. Speaking of plays, as I say this, just a great team play for the Flames. Cheese Sandwich going to pick up the marker, but all 3 Flames here in on this play.
Yeah, this is actually the first time I feel like the Pandas' defense has slipped this entire series. Actually, this game in whole. Their defense has not been as solid as it has been throughout the first 4 games of this series, and it's a bad time for their defense to go cold here.
Yeah, I mean, there's never a good time, for that matter, for a defense to go cold. But yeah, this is especially a critical juncture where you don't want that happening. It's there for Pandy, though. It's just sent cleanly away. Deadsy looked to be off the bar there, but Red touching it away for good measure.
Yeah, Jaken, though, going to try to get up there. Fakes it, leaves it for Deadsy. They pass it up here. Pandy will be able to get back to their first, but Dead Z does not care as they get rid of that, or as they steal that ball away from the clearance by Pandy and put the ball in the back of the net to extend the Flames' lead to 3 here.
Yeah, just a quick heads-up play there. Like you said, just kind of stealing it away. And the Rhinos here, you have to probably take this last 2 minutes and try to, rally the troops, as it were, just to try to get things back under control. As your defense has been great. There's been a little bit of a breakdown so far in this game, but I mean, I expect a easy, quick bounce backs. These are the best that MLE has to offer. So I don't think that will be a problem for them to be able to adjust and adapt, because they can do it with the best of them.
And look at this, Electro's bar down, not going in just yet.
What a
look
play!
Who comes in on that rebound. It's Red. Now there's only 79 seconds left in this one, but the Rhinos finally have themselves their first goal.
Absolutely, and what a dandy of a goal that was. Electros beats the first defender, jumps off of the backboard to get another touch, to touch it down for his teammate. That was a fantastic showing there from Electros, and definitely a vibe booster for the Rhinos as he tries to go for another one, but hits it right to Cheese Sandwich, who's positions perfectly right there on the front post.
Almost 60 seconds left in this one. The Rhinos try to carry it down. Desi, though, will play back down into their side. Electros gets it over Pansy. Now they're going to try to follow it up over that side. Well, wow, I can't speak right now, but Jaken plays it down. Pandy 50-50. Jaken goes back up, touches it here. Leaves it for Cheese Sandwich. Cheese Sandwich's shot just a little bit wide. 45 seconds left to go.
And 45 seconds left. The Rhinos need something immediately, and something may be developing here. It's right there for Electros. Wow. Now it's contagious. Now I can't speak. But point being, we are now within 1 goal, 35 seconds left. All right. Next one. Let's go.
Still a lot of time for the Rhinos to get back into this one. There was this game last night that a team scored 3 goals in the last 49 seconds to send it into overtime. The Rhinos have a little bit more time. However, 30 seconds left to go now. They need to find an equalizer here. Pandy passes up to Red. Red fakes it there. J-Ken whiffs on it. And Pandy with the full court shot will tie it up with 23 seconds left to go.
I mean, oh man. I almost want to say this has no business going in, but woo, I don't even know. Like, nah. Redo, mulligan, come on.
I mean, it's Mulligan at this point, tied with 20 seconds left to go now. The Rhinos cannot mess up here on the defensive side, because their defense has really improved since they got that first goal. Shot comes out from Pandy. Cheese Sandwich with a nice save as the countdown begins. Yeah,
that countdown just right there in front of us for everyone to see. That Pandy, excuse me. goodness. Okay, it's just gonna go to overtime. All right, regroup. We're going to overtime.
Overtime for the second time this series. The last time we saw it was game 1, and the Flames took that one. Red gets the demo off the kickoff there. Electros with the shot, but denied by Deadsy.
And Pandy, quick to send it back in. Red is right there. Red hits the post. Electros. Oh, it's saved by Deadsy. Just when you thought that was going to be the game, Deadsy saves it, and we play on. It's Pandy gonna try to send it. Cheese Sandwich unable to collect. Pandy and Electros kind of get a little crossed up there. He's gonna take it into the corner. Sent away by Deadsy, but Red is there quick on the ball. Cheese Sandwich the save. Electros keeping it in. Now it's the Rhinos keeping the flame tandem to their own end here. We've seen it on the shoe on the other foot for much of this series, but the Rhinos have really turned this around in this game.
Pandy centers here. It's a wide open net. They get the bump on the J-Ken. The back shot from Pandy will go in, and the Rhinos are now on series point after an incredible comeback here.
Oh, yes. Incredible comeback is exactly what I'd say. I'd argue that the Rhinos, even the Rhinos themselves, are probably in disbelief that they won this game, because I'm just sitting here just like, my mind is completely blown that this comeback happened in such a fashion that it did. It was absolutely nothing short of incredible.
You're absolutely right there. And I'm just looking at the stats for this one here. Like, everything seems to be reversed. The Rhinos 14 shots, only 2 saves. The Flames 6 shots, but they had 7 saves. Like that's as many saves they've had the entire series in one game right there.
Yeah, I mean, it really goes to show the Rhinos have really, like you said, they've flipped the script. They've put the shoe on the other foot. They're like, we are going to hem you into your zone now, and now you have to deal with it. Give them a little taste of their own medicine, as it were.
But I mean, the Rhinos, they found their first goal with 1:19 left to go. It took them until about 35 seconds to find their second goal, 23 seconds to tie it up. It went to overtime, and the Rhinos just seemed like they wanted that one much more than the Flames did towards the end.
Yeah, definitely towards the end, as those kind of, you call them like fluky goals or whatever, but that stuff seems to only go in your favor when it's just you, the team that wants it more. I'm speechless. I'm still in shock and awe over how that game ended.
Dude, it seems like though, maybe we might be having a little bit of a break here. Someone's that might be bad or something. Yeah, it seems like someone has lost connection to the server. But while we have this,
please.
Yeah, while we have this little break here, let me just say some of the stats I have written down right now.
Please.
The Flames, to no one's surprise, are actually outshooting the Rhinos here by 10 shots, 47-37 in that category. Saves though is a huge difference. 26 saves for the Rhinos, 14 for the Flames. Remember, they doubled their amounts of saves just in that last game right there.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, just the stats speaks for themselves. I mean, the story is completely reversed the other direction here in just the last game or so.
Yeah, but now, I mean, the Rhinos here almost reverse the Flames. Yeah, I didn't get to being down 3-0, but they have now gotten, like, the Flames have still done much better than them on the offensive end. That last game, though, from the Rhinos was a lot of times now. Like, they had more shots. I already said more shots than them. 8 more shots. I mean, we saw that already one time this series where the Flames in game 2 outshot the Rhinos by 12.
Yeah, I mean, when you outshoot somebody by that much, it's like, holy, how do you even have a shot? But I mean, that's why it's the best of 7. It's, it doesn't matter what you do in one game in particular. You just have to keep going, keep chugging along. And I mean, to the credit, the Rhinos have really bounced back in this series. Being down 0-2 is not a good prospect to be in, but the Rhinos have just rattled off 3 wins, just nice and easy as you like. I mean, the games themselves haven't been too easy, of course, but I mean, however you get them, you're certainly not going to complain.
You have to look at it like, with it being a best of 7, the Rhinos, I even said going into game 3, they didn't have to start worrying about it. They had one more game before their backs were truly against the wall. And ever since then, like, it seemed like the Rhinos finally started to get into the series a little bit, kind of figure out how the Flames were playing. And ever since then, it seems like they kind of know what to expect from the Flames, while the Flames don't really know what to expect from the Rhinos.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, no, it's definitely it's definitely not something that you know what to expect there. Hang on.
This series has been great so far. I mean, over 100 people in chat watching it right now. We're sorry for the technical difficulties there, as Omega Blaze is staying in chat. Blame Psionics on this one for just, I believe, a player not being able to connect back into the server as we flip maps between games 5 and 6 here. But this is already an incredible start to the night. We're going to a game 6. We could be looking at a game 7 if the Flames are able to finally get a step back in the right direction here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I just don't know what else needs to be said other than the Flames. It's definitely gut check time. You're on elimination point. You played the first 2 games great. The last 3, you've played well. You've had moments. You've had opportunities. hasn't gone your way, but you just got to keep the course, keep on plugging away and keep on trying to find a way to get the series back even, and then you can worry about winning it in a game 7.
You hit the nail on the head right there. They just need to focus on this game right. Try to even up the series, force that win or go home game 7. But honestly, like, I'm just looking again at the stats I've written down. Ken has really been the only person to really score for the Flames at some consistency. 6 goals for them alone, while the rest of their other 2 teammates only have 6 goals combined. So when they're looking for someone to score, it normally goes down to Ken. Deadsy and Cheese Sandwich, while they haven't been able to score, need to try to pick up the slack here a little bit and try to put some balls in the back of the net themselves.
Yeah, I mean, definitely looking at Rocket League, it's like it's a team game, and when one person is trying to shoulder the entire load, especially for a best of 7, you just can't really reliably expect one guy to be able to do that for 7 games.
Yeah, I mean, but like looking at the Rhino stats as well, I mean, Pandy has 7 goals, actually 8 goals themselves. Red and Electro have that same amount there, but their defense has just been better. But I think we're getting right back into it here. Is the actual game or just the test?
Yes, we are live, baby. Ken gonna take it away. Pandy, the cheese sandwich is gonna collect it for Ken. Ken is gonna send it. Just kind of give a little carry over to Deadsy, pops it down into the corner. Red easily able to read that and send it away. Cheese 15 with Pandy off the back wall. It's open. Can't quite find the touch on target there. Deadsy trying to challenge Red and does indeed pick up the demo. Electros sending it into the midfield here for Pandy. Pandy with another shot off of the corner of the bar and out. Unfortunate for the Rhinos.
Electro's going to keep it in the Flames end. Red tries to get a shot there, but Ken finally able to clear it downfield. No one back for the Rhinos, but that ball is not going towards goal. Now Ken centers there for a shot for Deadsy, and Deadsy finds the first goal in this game. A great start for the Flames here. Only a minute 3 gone, but they already have the lead.
Yeah, and I feel like a couple of opportunities for both teams that went awry, but the Flames finally finding the goal first here. And that's great for them as they are looking to equalize in the series.
Yeah, but the Rhinos trying to get this game equalized again. They're keeping this ball in the Flames side here. Ken going to play it slow, try to carry it out. Loses the 50-50 there against Electros as Pandy goes for a shot there. Cheese Sandwich with the clearance. Pandy fakes it, leaving it for Red. Red going to play it back to Pandy. Pandy able just to bully that ball into the back net off the save from Cheese Sandwich, but Pandy does not care.
That is just, I mean, that's what I call that's that weight room 50 right there. Just will not be denied, just forcing his way into equalizing for the Rhinos.
Yeah, now 3.5 minutes left to go in this game. Cheese Sandwich going to play that ball back to their back wall here. They get it past Pandy. They're going to try to pick this ball up themselves. Carry it downfield, 50-50 there to the Electros. Andy and Red double commit into that one, but they do win it. Opportunity for the Rhinos to score, however, it just gets played across field. However, it's still in the Flames side of the field for the moment.
Yeah, for the moment. And as we say that, it gets sent away by Deadsy. Here's an opportunity for a counterattack. Ken sending it towards the middle. All 3 Rhinos defenders right there, though, so no danger at that moment.
Under 3 minutes left to go now. We see a clearance come out here from the Rhinos, putting it back in the Flames side. 2 demos coming out, but it doesn't matter. 2 people out for the Rhinos, but now they have 2 on that scoreboard.
Yeah, this definitely, from my angle, looked like it was just going to hit crossbar or post and bounce out, but he finds the angle. Tactical reset there to find the right lobby that would give him that bounce, I'm sure. And now the Rhinos, once again, they get to play with the lead here.
Andy trying to just break people's axles. They're not able to, as we see. I believe that was Ken get it out there. But we see Electros play it high off that back wall. Ken's going to pick it up. Now Pandy keeps it in the Flame side. Cheese Sandwich going to try to corral this one. Play it off that sidewall. Gets a little bit of a pinch there. Now they're carrying it back downfield into the Rhino side.
Yeah, back into the Rhino side, and it's on target. Getting sent I think it was a pinch save because it just had unreal amounts of power as it goes all the way to the other side of the pitch. But the Flames breaking out of with their couple passes of their own here. Electron's going to elect to carry it himself. And just gets sent away to Pandy, sending it right back in with a redirect from Red. What a fantastic touch this was.
What a fantastic touch indeed. Pandy with the pass. Look at this redirection there. Nothing J-Ken could have done to fix or get that ball away from the goal. And now the Rhinos, with less than 2 minutes on the clock, lead by 2.
What an absolute juicer of a touch right there. And now the Flames looking to strike back themselves, get a close opportunity, just can't find the back of the net right there on that occasion. However, Cheese Sandwich sends it to J-Ken. J-Ken, another touch up the back wall, can't quite do anything with it. Oh, that's an unfortunate touch as Dedsy was coming in. Just unfortunate glances off of him, can't quite collect it. Now Electra sending it back in. Cheese with the intercept.
J-Ken picks up that intercept. Now it's going to be played off that back wall. Pandy gets a touch there. It goes to Red, who's get cleared all the way back down into the Flame side. We see Electros get the touch there, but Cheese Sandwich able to get that ball first and get it away from the goal. Now it's back on the side of the Rhinos. Demo coming out from Dedsy. Two shots coming out, just both a little wide.
Oh man, that is very unfortunate for the Flames. As now, as you see on the screen, 1 minute remaining in the Flame season. Potentially, if they cannot find 2 goals, they need something very quickly to give themselves the best chance possible. And the Rhinos looking to put that lockdown defense on display as Dedsy picking up 2 demos. It's going to open the way for J-Ken and Cheese to pass to each other and get this game within 1.
Yeah, J-Ken, or my bad, Dedsy there. All the credit goes to them on that goal. 2 demos there, leaves that net wide open. The remaining member of the Rhinos could not rotate back fast enough. Now 39 seconds for the Flames to find an equalizer here.
Yeah, this is the high intense pressure moments. You know, the just do or die. It's elimination point, and you need to find a way to score here and not get scored on for that matter. Cheese picks up a save. But J-Ken sending it down. Cheese trying to get there, but it's sent away by Red. It's sent to Electros with the bump from Red. I believe that was a bump from Red.
I believe you're 100% right there. Red goes in, gets this bump on the goalie for the Flames, and that is upper 90 bar down goal there for the Rhinos. And barring a quick score here for the Flames, I think that goal right there might have just put the Rhinos into the grand finals.
I do believe so. Yeah, not to gloss over that point where I was confused over what had happened. The point being, the Rhinos are going to move on to the grand finals. What a series by both teams.
What a series. And number 3 Rhinos punch their ticket into the Premier League grand finals next weekend. And honestly, I feel like a lot of this has to be, you have to say a lot about their defense in this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Their defense, by and large, all 6 games, there was a point in one of the games where they, like you mentioned, that their defense kind of fell off a little bit, but they were able to rally the troops. The defense was such a consistent force that it didn't matter what the series score was at. They always had a chance. They were down 0-2 in this series, and they ended up just casually winning 4 in a row, which is extremely difficult to do in any setting. But with the trip to the grand finals on the line, it's just that much more like intense with the pressure and everything. But the Rhinos just cool, calm, collected, just made it happen. And GG's. That's a grand finals appearance for them.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about the Flames went up 2-0 in the series. The Rhinos won the next 4 games. That second game ended 6-2 in favor of the Flames. That third game, though, that was the real turning point in the series, in my opinion. It was a 6-0 rout by the Rhinos in that one. They only shot 7 shots that entire game. However, after that, it seemed like they really figured something out about the Flames, and they just never took their foot off the gas after that game there.
Yeah, no, you said it. That's the 6-0 is a huge momentum swing at any point in the series. And you can only really tell how much of an impact it has now that the series is over and the dust is settled. But 100%, the 6-0 win, that absolutely gave the Rhinos the fuel that they needed to just propel them into the grand final.
But that will do it for the Flames season. It was a great season, #1 seed in the playoffs. Nothing to hang your heads about, but I imagine they would have loved to have this series over again.
Oh, of course. But, I mean, it's great season from them. Nothing to be ashamed of, like you said.
But that will do for us right here. Hold on a little bit. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with another conference finals.